In the past few weeks, we have discussed about the introduction of the Scratch language. Scratch language, as we discussed before, is a kind of special language for the kids, for the children. They are learning to communicate with the computer, and with this language, the kids can make a code inside their project, and let the computer do what they want them to do. So if you have your username and your account in the Scratch MIT website, you can log in with your password, log into the website. The website will show you the interface just like this. In this picture, on the top is a kind of menu that can pull down to, it's a kind of pull down menu for you to take different kind of function. And then here, this area we call a description area, that put a code inside there. And they do have codes, combined with codes, costume, and sounds. It does a different function. And on the code, it gives different kind of, I think you can see nine dots with different colors. Each color have different name inside and different function of blocks inside. And down below there is the extension. The extension blocks, they do have 9 to 11. If you're using the MIT site, they do have 9 extension blocks. If you are download from the offline, it does have 11. And then this one, costume. If you go into costume, it's a kind of different role in your project. Then they can do different things. It's a kind of role showing on your stage. And then sounds make a different sound, so you can edit the sounds. The sound can put inside a different effect sound and your audio, your voice, and also you can put the music inside there. And also for the Scratch system, it does provide you different kind of examples, the sample sound file for you. In that you will be a lot easier for you to compose your sound effect. And then this area is your workspace for you to put the code inside. Drop the code inside here. And then here is the stage. Stage shows the results of your code execution, your project. And then this area is a kind of description of the sprites. The sprites have different kind of their property or attribute. So it shows here, and you can change it. And then this one is for you to add the sprite. And then this area is for you to add in the backdrops. Now in this screen you will see there are two comparison. One comparison on the left is the name of each number of the button icon, and then on your right is the whole screen. And then you can see, starting from the first one, it says language. The Earth pattern can choose a variety of different kind of language. It's just like you are choosing the English as your main language. And in Taiwan, our kids, they're using Chinese to select Chinese. And then number 2 is the file. The file has some functions. It can download the file from the project you are composing. You can save it onto your disk, your computer, and you can also load the file, the project, from your computer to here. Besides, they also have a way for you to save your file onto the MIT website. Then number 3 is the editor. Editor can restore the row, turn on off the fast mode. Okay, just click this one. You can editor. It do have a kind of data. I will show you. It's kind of turbo function. If you want to go through to speed up your code speed, you can just choose the turbo mode. And tutorial is a place that they can teach you just like a course, and they have so plenty of material inside. You can read it by yourself. And number 5 is the project name. You can put your project name here. And then number 6 is the share. If you want to have your project to share to the community or that your friends to see your code, you can click this. Just click the share button. Then your file will be saved into the MIT file folder in number 8. This one. Okay, then go through down here is number 7 is the C project page. You can look inside for the, suppose you want to see the project that your friend shared to you. You want to see their code. You can click this button to see inside of the project. And number 8 is folder. This folder is just the files, the project that you set on the MIT website. Number 9 is the personal profile. It keeps your personal data inside there. And number 10 shows your username and also the detailed informations are inside. When you want to log out, when you log out to leave your computer, you just click here to log out. Otherwise, the next person will use your account. And then the number 11 is the code. In this area, they do have 3 icons. The first one is code, number 2 is the costume, and number 3 is the sun. So these 3 makes for you to put your blocks inside this workspace. In the workspace, you can using drag and drop to move the blocks into the workspace to compose your project. And then here, number 14 is to start. It's a kind of a green flag. That's one green flag to, if you want to start the code, just press start the green flag. It will start. And number 15 is a red big dot here. If you can see right now the red dot is disabled. So it means the program is executed now. If you want to stop that, just click the stop sign. It will stop. And then the next is number 16. 16 is in here. This is extension function. As I told you earlier, in the MIT it does have 9 extension blocks here. And then number 17 is here. Right now it shows the kit as a sprite. Sometimes in the version 2, some people call it as a road. Number 18 is a sprite. When you want to create a sprite, you just click here, and then it will show on the costume section, and you can edit the icon, the image by this editor. And number 19 is the stage. 19 is here, stage. It's a kind of backdrop. You can change the background by click this one on the number 21. Number 21 is number 21 is the backdrops editor. Later I will show you how to operate, how to use the interface menu to create your project. Now shows here are the costumes editor area. Costumes editor area is coming from here. If you click the costume, it will show up. It is provided you to edit the sprite. You can change the color, change the size, to move, scroll up and down, and anyway, you can cut, delete, and also erase or change the color. Okay, this is costume editor function. And then here the next is the sound effect area. Sound effect area is located in here. It provides some editing function. You can use recording, editing function, and various sound elements to make more of their sound elements. Then you can see here it just can play. It provides a play function. You can go forward, go backward, go faster or slower, and also can make an echo sound. And then you can cut, trim the sound, trim the sound to make it smaller, or just choose what you want. And then here is the extension. There are 11 kinds of extension blocks. There are 5 most frequently used of the extension functions, and the functions are totally 11 extensions. The first one is for music, composing. It's a pen for drawing. Also have the video and sensing extension, text to speech extension, translation extension. Translation is for you to make a text to speech. It's text to speech extension. And then translation extension is just like the Google translation, and also Mickey to doing the function like a pedal, and also have a EV3 Lego extension, and Lego Booster, Lego Education WeDo, that's how we do there. And the 11 is go direct, force, and accelerating extension. Number 5 shows that if you click, because on the Vision, on the Scratch 2.0, it does have a pen drawing, but here in the code, under the 9 colors, you can't find the pen drawing. It is here. If you click this one, and the pen drawing will jump out. It's become a kind of extension. So when it jump out, you can draw the pen to make the pen down, pen up, also start the pen. And this one is inside the pen. You can change the color by clicking this area, the central area. It will provide you 3 attributes for you to change. First one is the color, the next is the saturation, and then is the brightness, bright or darker. Okay, this is what we have for introduce of the Scratch the edit function menu. In this chapter, we are going to give you a quick review of the Scratch editor and navigate all the functions on the screen. If you want to log into the MIT website, you get to have your user ID and also have the password. If you don't have that, just click the sign up and you will get just follow the introduction and make your own account. Should you have the account, you can click the sign in and key in, just like my account is JR, and this is my account, and also I have password. Then sign in. It will get into the screen like this. Now you have into the Scratch account. On the top of the line, you can see 4 functions. The first one is create. Number 2 is explorer. Then number 3 is the ideas and about. If you do not use Scratch 2.0 before, now you will know, you have to know that Scratch 3.0 is support for tablet PC and it using the HTML5 technology, so you can using that in tablet PC. And mostly when we coding the Scratch, we using the Chrome, both in the tablet PC and also in the notebook PC. I strongly recommend you to using the notebook PC and using the Chrome browser as an editor when you log into the MIT website. To start it, we are going to click on the Create button. The screen will show like this. And you will see all the functions are located in a good place and easy to understand. Let's start from this blue header bar. The first one, you can see the Scratch logo here. If you click this one, you go back to the original website that we just have been there. And then the number 2 is it's an Earth icon. If you click this one, you can find all the different kind of languages. You can choose the language you want to use, just like English. And then there's a file icon. Click here, you can see there's new, save now. Anytime I will suggest you to save your file. Otherwise, if you forget to save it, it will disappear. If you want to create a new file, just click this one and also save as a copy. Then you can load your file from your computer or save to your computer. And this one is editor. Editor have 2 functions. One is restore. If you have error, you want to restore your file, or you want to turn on the turbo mode. Turbo mode means that you want to speed up. In some of the test occasion, you want to speed up your program. You just click this one to turn on the turbo mode. If it go faster, then this one is a tutorial. Tutorial shows you all different kind of project that was coded by the MIT. All are good examples for you to learn. Later we'll start it from this one, getting started, and then go back. You will see there is a C project page. If you click this one, you will see the file that shared from the MIT, and then you can also see inside of the code. It will show you the code inside, because right now we are empty, so we don't have the code there. And then followed up is the file folder. File folder keeps all the files that you have, the projects that you have on the MIT storage. And then this one shows your name and also the personal, okay, your profile, your stuff, and account settings. And there is sign out. Each time when you want to leave your computer, be sure to log out. Otherwise, the next user will be using your ID. Now we have list on the left of the screen. They come with 3 combinations. First one is the code, number 2 is the costume, and number 3 is the sounds. That's where all the blocks put inside, and you can compose it as your project. Now we can scroll through the icons starting from the first one down to the last one. The first one is motion, number 2 is the looks, number 3 is sound and events and control, and the next one is sensing, then is the operations, operators, and then variables and my blocks. You can go, so there is a horizontal bar for you to scroll up, and you can scroll down by the wheel on your mouse. Okay, besides the selection of the icon on the left, you can also scroll up and down and search the blocks that you want. I think the most interesting things in the Scratch 3.0 is that there is extension blocks here. If you click this one, it will show you the screen. What we like is the pen, and also for the text to speech. I will try that. I will try that for you. If you click this one, it will come up with 3 blocks. You move this one English here and say move the hello here. Then click this one.
Hello.
It will say hello. You can change the language from the. You can change the language to Chinese. As I am in Taiwan, so the kids here using the Chinese. So let me see, where is that here? Chinese Mandarin. Okay, so I can key in the Chinese like 你好. And it will say 你好 means how are you? This is the function of text to speech. We just told you that the pen blocks is in here. If you click this one, and pen will show down below and here. So you can draw your pens just like you want to change the color, you can click here to change the color. And also the extension blocks has music and also has video sensing and translation. Translation is translate the text into many language, and also they do have a maki. It's just like the paddle, the game paddle that you have, and you get to code the function of each button. And this one is microbit. Microbit actually is it is developed by the British. It's quite powerful for the kids to code using the Scratch, and there are also some of the Lego extensions. This one is Tango Milestones EV3, and also Lego Booster and Lego We Do. This one is go direct to force and accelerate. Okay, anyhow, what you frequently use is this one for pen and also text to speech. Okay, now we go back the editor. So next one is the costume. Costume is the place for you to edit the sprite. If you want to add a sprite, you can click this one and choose a sprite. Choose a sprite. Suppose you want to do, how about this one? Then it comes with, okay, costume. So this one has more than one costume. This is costume 1, costume 2, costume 3, and costume 4. So you can change. When you run the program, you can change different costume and show it like animation. Here you can see there are 4 different pictures to show different costumes. And here you can change the color, you can also change the brightness and color, also for the saturation. And then you can make the outline using the different color to make the outline. And also magnify the colors you are picking. So you want to pick the color like this one. Okay. Then you can draw. Okay, like this. Put the text inside here and erase, and also make a circle. Circle here, make a line here, draw a line here. Okay, this is what the costume function to provide you for the editing. And besides to change the costume, you can also make your own costume. The next one is the sound. The sound editor is for you to do your recording. You can put your voice in. You can create a new sound and put an effect of the sounds in here. If you want to see different sounds, you can click this one. Okay, just down below here, click this one. And it will show different kind of sound voice here. It does have animal, effects, loops, notes, percussion, space, sport voice, and wiki. Then just try one. You can check them out. It sounds like a dog. That's pop. Just play it here. So it also have the faster, slower, echo, robot, louder, softer, reverse. Anyway, different kind of the function for you to make the editor. You can also trim your voice and to make it just cut what you want, the section that you want. Okay, we just go through the code, the costume, and sounds. Now we want to tell you that this is the workspace. The workspace now is a little bigger. If you choose this one, you know, it will enlarge the workspace. Should you have more block to place here? And then it does have more a kind of full screen mode for you to show all the stages on the screen. So return to here, to this one. Okay, we go back to this one. And then the workspace for you to move your blocks here, and you can add some block slides here when green flag clicked. Okay, suppose we have one more. Let's say hello here. Say hello here in the next. You can go back to click the costume or go to make your sound editor. When you go back to code area, the blocks still here. Please notice that right now it does have two sprites. One is here and one is this one. This one calls butter. Okay, in the baseball. So you can move this one to here. So we have two sprites. The first one is sprite 1. It's Kate, little Kitty. And then this one is the butter. Its sprite have its codes. Just like this one, have the code like this. Is showing here on the upper right corner. It shows the sprite that is choosing to put the code inside. And then we want to say as the want to show you as the backdrop. Backdrop, the first one, the default backdrop is the white. You click this one, and then coming to the backdrop, this one is the backdrop number 1. And if you want to add more, you can click this one to choose the backdrop that you like to have. Click this one. There are so many different type of the backdrop. Okay, here the one XY grid is the one which show you the screen. The proportion of the screen is around about 3 to 4. So on the horizontal, it does have 240 on the left from the central point and 240 pixels on the right. So totally, it does have 480 pixels, 480 points. And then from up to down to the bottom, totally it's 360 pixels. You can choose different to add in different backdrop. Here, click and take this one. It will show you the totally there are 3 backdrops. First one is backdrop number 1. Number 2 is XY grid. Number 3 is the background. If you are in the backdrop, so here it shows the row now is the backdrop. But backdrop don't have the motion blocks because the backdrop, you cannot move the backdrop. You can change the backdrop from 1 to 2 and from 2 to 3. As you build your code, sounds like this one, you can make it larger and you can move the blocks up and down, and also you can minimize, smaller the blocks, and also using the scroll bar to move it up and down. Okay, this is the function of the plus and minus sign shows, and equal means put that in the middle. Okay, now is the stage. Stage is the place where you want to show your results, the code you are coding with, then you make it moving, and also the sound effect to show in there, and also the customs to appear and shows on here. That's what we call stage. It is an execution area. And here's one more thing. You want to start a program, just click the go and start a green flag. It will go, says hello. And then when you stop it, just click that one, click this one, it will start. Okay. And then there are 3 modes of the stage. This one is full screen mode, and this one is make it a This one, the stage is smaller, and then pick this one, take this one in the middle size of the stage. It will show you. You can choose whatever you want to make the stage, to make the workspace bigger or smaller to fit your coding space. Okay, right below the stage is a kind of description of the sprite. You can name the sprite to the name you want, and you can rename it, and also it have X. Here you can see the coordinate of the X and Y, which shows the location of the sprites. There it is. Sounds like this one in there, in the left down corner. The X is minus 219 and the X is minus 181. And then here on the upper right corner is 219 and the Y coordinate is 147. It shows that the location of the sprites. And then it shows you can see it height. If you click this one, the kit will hide. And then if you click this one, it's visible and invisible. This one shows the size. Right now it's 100. You can make it smaller. Just key in 50. Just key in 50. And then you can make smaller, and you can go a little smaller. Let's make it as 20. Okay, this is 20. It's too small, so make it larger. Change it to 50. Change this one to 50. Okay, you can change the size of the sprites. Then this one shows the direction. Now it's heading to the 90 degree. So you can click your mouse and then change the direction. Up to here is 0, and then this is 90, and then 180, and then 200, and minus 90, and then this is 0. Okay, put to original degree. It's 90. It's 90. Okay, down below you can see this one is a sprite option. For the sprite, you can choose a sprite that you want. Click this one. You can find there are a lot of sample sprite for you. You choose this one as a different kind of samples: animal, people, fantasy, dance, music. Okay, sport. You can choose the letter. Suppose we have B. Just click the B. It will shows here. And then make B smaller. Okay, take this 50. And then we can try this function. Click this one, and then sensor. Since we want to okay, it is here. If we add the B is it's adding from this one, from the letter. So if I want to add A, it will add A, the letter here. Suppose I put the letter here. And I can show you with the motion. Here the motion, it doesn't have a go to. If we go to the A, it has A here. No, it doesn't have the A. Block B. Then if I click this one, go to, okay, let me try glide 2. Glide 2, okay. Block B. Suppose now we have A here, B there, and also we have butter here, and also the cat here. Let me put cat in the middle. And then I can show this one glide 2. Means that the cat glide to, if we want to glide to the to the butter. Okay, turn it again. Go right to the butter. No, here, this one. Go right to the butter. So go right to the butter. If you want to go right to the A block, if we go to A, and you want to move to B, it goes to B. And then if I say that it goes to mouse pointer here, mouse pointer, where it won't go. Mouse pointer, mouse pointer. Suppose mouse pointer is here. Okay, it will goes to up because mouse pointer is here. Okay, that's the function that I showed to you. Glide to the sprite that we point to. And now let me show you the backdrop. The backdrop have the choose a backdrop, and you can paint the backdrop and also sprite. If you click this one, you add something sprite for you. Okay, just like this one, that it's automatically choose for you. You want to add this one, you can just say, okay. You can edit it. You want to edit the backdrop, just use on this one, paint. To show you the editor for you, you can choose. You can edit this one, this one, this one, or this one. You want to go back the white backdrop, just select this one, and then you go back to here. You want to delete it, is quite easy. Just click this one, and then click the garbage can, and it will disappear. And then also same thing for the sprite. This is for you to choose a sprite. You can have different kind of sprites. And also back here, if you want to paint it, to use this one. And be sure to know that in the sprite editing, it do have a bitmap mode, and also it has vector mode. The difference is that in this bitmap mode is like the graphic is composed from the bitmap, means dot to dot. So we can to fill in the color by this one. Okay, we can fill in but in the vector mode. Because vector mode is using the vectors, which means that the line or the shape is composed from a formula. But this one is composed all the dots together. That's different from the map and vector. You get to search on the Google, just go on to the internet and Google what is the bitmap and what is the vector. Okay, so also in the sprite, it does have the choose a sprite and paint and also sprites, and you can also upload the sprite that you have onto your program. Okay, this is a quick view for you around the Scratch editor and how the interface that shows in the screen. We almost go through all the functions.